Once a year, Marty and I go camping. Marty does the fishing, I do the cooking. And I don't forget my Nabisco Triscuits. Ever tried a Triscuit pizza? Just grated cheese, tomato sauce, and any topping, all heated up. Triscuit wafers are delicious, like a whole snack menu in one box. Mmm. Oh, hi, honey. Did you catch our dinner? Mm-hmm. Like I say, don't forget your Triscuit.
One of the great tasting snack crackers from Nabisco.
Jordache has the look that's right. The Jordache look.
For women only, tonight at 11.
Got it. Hey, guys!
Hello.
Hello! Should have been here just a minute ago.
What?
Miles and Chris were just here. They were walking out. You guys walk in.
Yeah, well, did they leave any food?
Oh, plenty of food.
Good, let's eat. I'll have 2 Mitzi burgers, I want a beer, and the lady have a soda, right?
No. I would like a salad and coffee, no soda.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, Mitzi, how's Cliff?
Well, you know, he's still in the hospital, but Dr. Carell says he is re-establishing a relationship with the real world.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm glad I got him back.
What about the food?
The food. You got food.
Well, you're looking pretty serious.
No, see, I just can't figure you out. I thought you wanted to marry me.
Why? I mean, we never even discussed it.
Yeah, but that was before.
Why should it be any different now?
Because, we're...
What, lovers?
Yeah.
Well, isn't the bottom line that we should both be happy?
That's what I'm talking about.
Look, Preacher, I knew you a long time before I decided to sleep with you.
So?
So I didn't rush into anything. I don't intend to rush into anything at all, and that includes marriage.
Now, let me see if I've got this straight. You, Mr. Earl, you want to hire Jim. You want to hire Raven and me because you think that the Whitney house is haunted.
You are legal, aren't you?
Well, we're licensed detectives, yes.
As a matter of fact, you and your lovely, lovely wife are our very first clients.
Well, if we take the case.
Why wouldn't you?
A good question, Dot.
Thank you.
We are detectives. We're not exorcists.
What? You see, Whitney, while my darling Dot thinks the house is haunted, I take a more enlightened view. I'm a hard-headed businessman, just like you used to be. I don't believe in ghosts.
Well, what are you doing here?
Well, ghosts or not, Dot and me have begun to notice some pretty peculiar stuff. Tell them about the peculiar stuff, Dot.
Well, my mama's china cabinet was disturbed.
Was it very valuable, china?
Well, of course. Everything in the house is valuable.
And then there was the creaking of footsteps in the hall, and when we looked out, nobody there.
Oh, don't forget the other things, Bunny. The clattering of chains, the low moaning late at night.
Are you sure Gunther doesn't still work for you?
All classic symptoms of a haunting.
Too classic, but whatever it is, there's some strange goings-on at the Whitney house.
Edge of Night is brought to you by Lemon Fresh Joy for a beautiful shine without towel drying. And by Bounce, gives you fluffy softness, a terrific fresh scent, and virtually eliminates static cling.
When fabric softeners began, there was good. Then came better. Today, there's Bounce. Not as you know it, but new super soft Bounce.
Good.
Liquids? Good for softening, but not so good for static.
Better.
Sheets? Better for static. Inconvenient. Yeah, it's so-so for softening.
Bounce.
But new Bounce is the best sheet ever. It gets clothes softest. Watch, on a towel softened by another sheet, a bubble often breaks. But Bounce's towel is so super soft, it bounces almost every time. For softness, that's some sheet. For static cling, Bounce beats the socks off liquids and That Bounce freshness. So why settle for good, or even better, when you can have Bounce?
New Super Soft Bounce. The best dryer sheet ever made.
Ginny, those dishes I gave you still shine.
You let your joy show in the things you do, so let our joy flow. Watch that shine come through, you'll see your plates glow. People noticing too, our joy's a reason.
Only Lemon Fresh Joy's exclusive formula lets dishes dry clean, shiny, practically spot-free, right on the rack. Watch. Other leading brands can dry leaving dirty-looking spots. Only Joy's anti-spotting formula lets dishes dry practically spot-free down to the shine.
You let your joy show in the things you do, you'll see your plates glow. People notice them too, our joy's a reason. Let your joy show.
Now, even if the house is haunted, which I seriously doubt, why us? The relations that we've had have not been all that cordial.
Oh, you mean Mrs. Whitney giving my Dot the old runaround?
Yes.
You said there were rats.
Well, I was under a great deal of stress at the time. I had just been married for the 5th time.
Water under the bridge. Now, who would know the Whitney homestead better than a pair of Whitneys themselves?
No one.
I am afraid that we can't take it.
Sonny boy, you get your fanny and gear. Now, I want an answer right now.
What's your rush? From what you're telling me, the ghosts aren't in any hurry to go anywhere.
Well, they'd better. I got a group of people coming to spend a whole month as our house guests, working on my biggest deal ever. Now, I don't want anybody or anything messing it up.
You two seem like the perfect choice to investigate.
I already said that, Dot.
Preacher, don't you ever think about what you want to do with the rest of your life?
Well, I'm lucky I got this far.
Well, I know right now you're the technical director at the Whitney Theater, but are you content doing just that?
You know, it's just a job. It's not going to last forever.
Exactly.
Jody, why don't you lighten up? What are you doing on this head trip and get all philosophical on me? Let me ask you something. What do you want out of life?
That's just it. I don't know. I mean, I hosted a children's TV show for a little while. I mean, that wasn't exactly satisfying.
So do you want to be an actress?
Well, I like acting, and I loved doing the play, but there's no way I'm going to get that role back, and there's no way I'm going to take a part in the chorus.
So does that mean you're stuck?
Of course not. I'm 19 years old. I mean, I have my whole life to live. I'm just not sure what I want to fill it with.
That's easy. The kid.
Yeah, but that's not enough.
That's a lot.
Preacher, hold on just a second. Would you listen to me, please? Please? Preacher, I love you. I mean, sometimes I can't believe how much I love you, and I want you to be a major part in my life.
Well, that's what I've been saying all day long.
Yes, but you can't be my entire life. I wouldn't expect me to be yours. We just need something more.
Look, I'm a little fed up here. You know, what do you want to do?
Well, right now, I think I'd like to go back to your place.
Excuse me.
It was a wonderful lunch, Nancy.
Oh, well, we didn't talk very much about the book.
Well, I was enjoying myself too much for business.
Mr. Wilton.
What have we?
These calls can wait. These can't.
Oh. Well, do me a favor. Will you give Tom a buzz? Tell him I'll get back to him tomorrow. And the others are just going to have to wait. Huh? We better hurry or we're going to be late for our appointment with Greg.
And Mr. Schaefer, the whiz of imaging, doesn't like to be kept waiting, huh?
He's not so bad once you get to know him.
So you've been trying to convince me.
Before we go over, won't you tell me what your second novel's going to be about?
Plain. That's strictly between the characters and their maker.
Well, how about the title? Just the title?
We have a meeting to go to.
What's it going to be, Whitney? You going to take the job?
No, I don't think that we can.
What my husband is trying to say is that we need a little more time to do some research before we decide if we can take the job or not.
Now, I want your answer immediately. You heard what I said.
Yeah, you said get my fanny in gear.
You got it.
Oh, please, ghosts are much worse than rats.
I've always thought that. Look, we'll be in touch with you as soon as we possibly can.
Oh.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Skylar!
No, I am totally opposed to taking the Earl's case. We're just gonna have to find another first case.
Wave after wave, it builds up and crashes down. The uncontrolled cough. No cough medicine you can buy, from the oldest to the newest, can give you the unique cough suppressant in Benylin, developed by Park Davis, introduced to families by doctors for over 30 years for effective control of the uncontrolled cough. Benylin, same full strength, today available without prescription. From Park Davis, helping your pharmacist and your doctor help your health.
You're my tab, you're the cola for me. Got my regular tab, got my caffeine free. You're my tab, you're the taste for me. You're beautiful as a cola can be.
So you know what I think.
Beautiful.
You're my perfect soft drink.
Caffeine free.
You're not my diet anything. You're my tab. You're not my diet anything. You're my tab.
Dana.
Yes.
When my call comes in, I'd like to know right away.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Can I help you?
Lane Wilton and Nancy Carr. We're here to see Mr. Schaefer.
Mr. Wilton and Mrs. Carr?
Every time I come here, I feel such a vitality in the place.
Alicia Van Dyne has built Image Inc. into one of the most prestigious PR firms in the entire world. They've got offices in Los Angeles, New York, London, Paris, Tokyo.
And Melbourne. Lane and Nancy, how are you? Nice to see you both.
Mr. Schaefer.
Afternoon, Schaefer. I hope you have some interesting ideas for us.
I always do.
Well, let's get on with it then, shall we?
Right this way.
Gray?
Alicia, what a pleasure.
Lane, how are you?
I'm fine. You're looking lovely as ever.
Thank you.
Alicia, this is Nancy Carr.
Yes, we have met. You were at my husband's campaign fundraiser.
Yes. Did you know that I had offered my support for your husband, and Geraldine Saxon refused it?
No, I didn't. We didn't know how you felt at that time.
I understand. I'm glad he won. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So how is the publicity shaping up on Sword of Love?
Fine.
Well, that wasn't an idle question. I want you to bring me up to date.
Well, as soon as we have our meeting, I'm sure I can give
now.
you... Well, Alicia, I really don't have an answer for
I
you.
intend to personally take charge of this campaign.
What?
Skylar, I think I understand why you don't want to take the Earl's job.
Do you?
Your pride.
My pride? Well, what about your pride?
I've swallowed it before. I'll do it again.
Well, it's just not that easy.
Skylar, the Earls are willing to pay a lot of money. Now think about your pride when you go to Geraldine and ask her to pay the rent for this office. And how do you think it feels for me to stand in front of those shop windows and not be able to go in?
Oh, well, I see you managed to force yourself to go in occasionally. Look at this.
Well, it's wintertime. You want me to freeze?
We'll get other clients.
Skylar, good old Dot and Call Me Jim are fools. But they're very popular fools. They know very influential people, and this job will lead to other clients.
I am not going to hold seances and read crystal balls.
We need the money. If you refuse this job, the only job we've ever had, is because you don't want me to be happy.
What is this? There's no love lost between you and the Earls.
You're right. They've committed the unforgivable sin of being tasteless.
Well, why are you so anxious to take their case?
Because I want the money.
There's something else going on in your little mind.
Skylar, please. Please, do it because you love me. Do it because you want me to feel secure.
All right, but listen, if this turns out to be as bizarre as the Earls make it sound, I want the option to quit.
All right. Except that we have to get the first month's expenses because Jean-Pierre created this really
forget
great
about it.
No!
Now listen, you. This ghost story business could ruin our reputation in the private investigation industry before we even get started.
All right, if you say quit, I'll quit.
All right, we'll give it a try.
Oh, don't worry. Everything is gonna turn out wonderful.
But Alicia's sort of love is my baby. You put me in charge.
I'm not going to argue with you about it, Greg.
But you can't just take...
Excuse me, please, a moment. Are you the detectives?
Yes, Miss Van Dyne. This is Chris Egan.
Hello.
I'm Calvin Stone.
Hello.
Thank you so much for staying in Monticello, at least until the loose ends of your brother's takeover attempt are tied up.
Oh, well, I have to remain here anyway. I'd like to see if I can salvage some of the wreckage of ISIS and Uninet. They were both legitimate firms until Lewis got his hands on them.
Yeah, well, we appreciate your cooperation. As a matter of fact, I have a list of employees here, and we'd like you to go over it.
Oh, well, I'd be happy to assist you. Greg, why don't you take Lane and Mrs. Carr into my office? I'll join you in a few moments.
Whatever you say.
He seems to be a little upset about something.
Oh, Mr. Schaefer. Well, people are just going to have to get used to the idea that I am going to be staying in Monticello for a while. Detective Egan. Are you married?
Divorced.
Oh, yes, it's hard to balance a career and marriage sometimes, isn't it?
Want to light a little fire under your fried chicken? Introducing improved Crisco oil.
You start to fry a little faster, so you can crunch a little crisper, and you can taste a lot of flavor. It's great! You start to fry a little faster.
Improved Crisco oil starts to fry faster, faster than any other leading brand.
Crunch a little crisper.
Crust turns into a crispier crunch.
Taste a lot of flavor.
You get chicken taste that's tastier.
Start to fry a little faster, crunch a little crisper, taste a lot of flavor. Start to fry a little faster, crunch a little crisper, taste a lot of flavor. All right!
Improved Crisco oil starts to...
A little faster, a little crisper, a lot of flavor.
Improved Crisco oil.
Mom, please. I'm 30 years old. I can choose my own hand lotion.
Sweetheart, you know about tennis. I know about rough, dry hands, and this is better.
Oh, come on. Just try it. It's new. Wonder? I've used Wonder. It's not new.
This Wonder is new.
You say it's better. Better than what?
Better than any top lotion you used to use. Take it, please. You'll see.
Now new Wondra has more moisturizing glycerin than any leading lotion. And new Wondra works better than any leading lotion at turning rough, dry hands soft and smooth.
Ooh, nice. You're using Wondra.
It's better.
You're never too old to learn.
New Wondra.
It's better than any leading lotion.
But I'm not sure public school is the best thing for Matthew.
Oh, I wouldn't worry. My friend on the school board assures me that the Monticello Public School District is as good or better than any of the private schools in the area.
You don't have a son, do you?
No, no children. I was only married for 24 hours.
Oh, I see.
But you and I have something else in common.
Really, what is it?
You own an office building in Monticello, don't you?
Oh, but it's hardly as impressive as the ISIS building.
Oh, right now, I would take quiet next to impressive.
It has been hectic for you, hasn't it?
I think that's probably all the questions we need to ask today. Thank you.
All right. Miss Van Dyne, you have been most helpful. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Wait, don't I know you?
Me?
Yeah, Jeremy Rhodes.
Hi. I don't think so.
Yeah, well, I shoot a lot of models for imaging.
Well, if you shoot them with a gun, we might have crossed paths. I'm a cop.
A model cop.
Sorry, I just don't remember you.
She's just got one of those faces.
Yeah, well, my mistake.
What kind of face? See, like, this is what I mean.
What, it's a little messy or something?
No, it's not that it's... Do you plan to live your whole life here?
You know, I'm real sorry that I don't have like a terrace and an elevator and a big winding staircase like you got in your fancy penthouse. But let me tell you something, baby, this is all I can afford. You understand?
That's not what I meant. I was speaking metaphorically.
Matter what? Do me a favor, speak in English, okay? And don't insult me. I worked hard to give this place like the live-in look.
Yeah, well, you succeeded. Look, preacher, what I'm trying to get at is that, well, you don't intend to live here forever. I mean, first of all, this place is not big enough for 2 people.
Yeah, I got plans.
Well, plans take time.
Guess it's like playing the horses, huh? You call up your bookie, you get the odds. You check the charts. If you think it's worthwhile, then you place your bet, huh?
Yeah, and you see, I don't even know what I want, so I mean, how can I figure out the odds? All I'm saying is that I want us to consider everything very carefully before we jump into anything too soon.
Like you and me getting married, right? I guess it's a lot easier to play the horses, huh?
Well, of course, they keep going around the same track.
So, what do you want to do in the meantime? I mean, like, what do you want to do?
Oh, I'll think of something.
Well, I guess this Van Dyne case is about ready to be wrapped up, wouldn't you say?
Now, Alicia must have known that her brother was up to something long before Miles and the others made their climactic raid on the ISIS building.
Yeah, well, I don't think we can blame her for not blowing the whistle on him. I mean, she didn't have any proof, and he is her brother.
Yeah, okay. Alicia looks pretty good. So that leaves only one loose end, the Grantland Research Center in San Jose, California.
You know, they were never very cooperative. Now that we know what they were experimenting on, I can see why. I guess I should just check with the chief and see how we should proceed.
Yeah. Well, I guess that about wraps it up.
Tell me, why do you think Miss Van Dyne was so interested in your private life?
I think she likes the fact that I'm a cop.
Oh, I see. Just one of those feminism things, huh?
Yeah, just one of those feminism things. Well, she took an interest in Matthew after she found out I had a child, and I liked talking about him, so the conversation naturally flowed that way.
Makes sense. I guess I'm just naturally suspicious of everybody.
Why she asked me about the office building I inherited from Walter, though, that was a little odd.
Warden's manuscript finally came in.
Oh, it's about time.
And I brought an extra copy for Mr. Schaefer.
Oh, I'll take that. Thanks.
Sorry I'm late. I was looking all over for you.
We were in Miss Van Dyne's office.
Lane, I really have to be leaving. Thank you all.
Of course.
Very
I'll call you
much.
tomorrow. Claire is a very attractive woman.
Why did you do that?
What are you talking about, Greg?
You made me look like a fool over there, taking over Sort of Love's promotion for me right in front of the clients.
Well, you have enough work of your own.
But why didn't you warn me in advance?
Greg, lower your voice. Remember where you are and to whom you are speaking.
I'm sorry, Alicia. But would you mind telling me why you're getting involved with Nancy Carr's book? You're leaving Monticello in a few days, aren't you?
I said I had decided to stay for a while.
But you have the Ultimax group to run.
Stop being so threatened, Greg, huh? Sit down. Now, look. You've been working for me for some time now. Now we'll just be working more closely together. That's all.
How do you expect me to function with you looking over my shoulder all the time?
Well, you functioned in the past with me looking over your shoulder. I seem to remember you functioning very well indeed.
Alicia, you know I would do anything for you.
Well, then come back to my hotel with me. I'll order up some room service, and then I'll see if I can figure out a way to cheer you up.
You witch.
If you mean that I have you under my spell, good. But don't confuse your consonants, my dear.
I'll be careful.
Good. I'll meet you in my car in 15 minutes. Thanks.
Yes, ma'am.
America, you're gonna win.
Get the winning feeling. Help your hands to start healing. That's the winning feeling. A Vaseline Intensive Care.
When it comes to relieving dry skin, no leading lotion beats Vaseline Intensive Care Lotion.
It helps heal work and weather-dried skin.
You can't beat how it wins out over roughness.
Get the winning feeling with Vaseline Intensive Care.
Nothing beats the winning feeling.
What? When you play telephone, if you can't hear everything, that's part of the game. But when you pay for calls, it's no fun. AT&T thinks that every long-distance call should sound as close as next door, and isn't that why you call?
Want to try it too?
Calling anywhere, anytime, long-distance operators over a century of commitment. That's AT&T. The more you hear, the better we sound.
Reach out and touch someone. Great day in the morning, in the afternoon.
On Loving, the suspicion of murder falls in on Jack.
What is it?
Jack, I have a warrant for your arrest. Loving, weekday mornings.
I guess you say what can make me feel this way, my girl.
Calvin, will you please go home?
What for? It's not going to do any good. I'm only going to lay awake all night thinking of what I'm going to say to Dee Dee tomorrow when I pop the question. Detective Stoner? Yeah, one moment. It's Matthew's school.
Hello? Yes, this is Chris Egan. Is he all right? Did the caller say who he was? Was it a man or a woman? What do you mean you're not sure? You know, you're not supposed to give this information out. Yeah, okay, fine. Thank you for telling me.
Your son okay?
Oh, yeah. Evidently, somebody called the school asking for my home address. They gave it out by accident. They think whoever it was a man, but they're not sure.
Could it be a member of your family or something?
No, I don't think so. What the hell was that all about?
Your Listermint mouthwash. Hi. Meet our new neighbors.
Hello there. The pleasure's all mine.
Sure wasn't theirs.
This could shatter a guy's confidence.
Get up your Listermint and get up your confidence.
Listermint is confidence. It has natural mint and is more effective than the leading mint mouthwash.
I'm confident we'll be friends.
Get up your Listermint and get up your confidence.
I've been on my feet 6 hours. You know how I feel? I feel like dancing.
Sheer energy.
It makes me feel like dancing.
Sheer energy.
It makes my legs feel that good. Sheer Energy pantyhose look terrific. And they stimulate, refresh, and massage my legs. So I really feel like dancing.
Try Sheer Energy, because nothing beats a great pair of legs.
You wear it well, Diet Shasta. Wear it well, Diet Shasta. Taste that cola bright and bold, old tiny root beer too. That lemon lime so crystal cold, it all looks good on